Okay, I guess we're good to go. Let me see if this works. Okay, nice. We are live. And I have a link here. Do we have metrics here? I guess one way to keep an eye on this is to see. Okay, we have 2 watching now. So I guess we can wait a bit until a few people join before we talk about anything, or we can just talk about anything, because it's not really meant to be let's say a scheduled show, more like a casual chit chat. Actually, let me join on here as well. So we have 11 watching right now, which is not bad. Hi, Ended the Gamer. Hi, Aussie. Hi, Nejik. I hope I'm not butchering this too bad. Hi, Angie. What's the best low floor CNFT? Jenny, thanks for tuning in. This seems to be... I sent for Degens. Let's get... I sent one transaction. I have no clue if it went through. We'll figure out soon. I'm trying to get this to become, let's say, a more regular thing. If I have a chance to actually make time to spend on here, I really feel like I'd enjoy something like this. Hi, Jack. How's it going? I feel like I'd enjoy actually having a show, or let's say a slightly more regular thing where we chill and talk about what's new, etc. Though I've had my content creation period, which wasn't very long though. Maybe if I have also somebody helping me with the graphics, etc., that would save a bit of time and effort. But for the time being, I think it's just testing the waters. You got a refund. What a shame. Hi, you're the guy. Hi, everyone. So just looking at CNFT analytics. Hi, Fernando. Just looking at how things are going. It's not really meant to be a market update. It's just like something I would be looking at regularly anyway. So this is cnftanalytics.io. If you guys don't know the site, it's kind of like very nice resource to see like general stuff. So this is a month chart actually, and you can see we're kind of stabilizing. The normal steady state is around like 600 to 800,000 data, and we're kind of on there. We had a small peak around here. Let me know, by the way, if hi TJ. Let me know if everything is clear. I don't know if the audio and the video are good enough or not. Just let me know. Hi RWP. Hi Looney. Everyone's here. So we had a kind of a peak here with 1.9 million. but seems to stabilize again here. And then the NFT volume is kind of like dwindling back and forth. The more interesting part to me is not the volume chart, but rather the top projects and the top sales sections. Hi Pedro, did you get the one of one? Which one? Is it the samurai or is it the other one, the cyborg? We'll actually have a look at those once we have a few more watching, I guess. Or are you looking for them? Hi, bonjour. So top 100 sales. Hi Vash. Is this delayed? I guess it's a bit delayed. So look at the top 100 sales, and it goes like this. So this is just last week. We can go to 24 hours, but I guess last week is kind of a nice period. And this is only CNFT IO. It doesn't really catch the marketplace. Oh, you got the Mecca, Pedro? That's cool to know. Any trips in other worlds today? I'm not sure what you mean there. Hi Rahil, wa alaikum assalam. So there's a VR wolf which went from 25k. There's another VR wolf. We go to the other really good tool, CNFT.tools. Cheers to Brad and PRZ, the guys running Cardinos. They're also the ones who made this amazing tool, which is excellent for watching prices and filtering stuff. So I remember there was one more wolf which is in the same category. So you go to buds, we sort by price, we go to type, go to wolf. Oh, it's 32.5k. I remember seeing it at a bit lower, or maybe somebody already snatched it or relisted. Hi Joe. So this one went for 25k. There's the next one up, seems to be a bit higher. So there's a bunch of space buds. I wonder why this one went for 15k. Seems to be like a one gadget. Maybe someone likes it. Anyway. Hi Chujo. There's the Arium Sky Block 1001, which is probably why it went for 12k. They've been going for like 5k recently. There's a nice blue Clay Nation Laser Eyes, 11k. And then there was a Cardano Ape 2D, one of the ultra rares, went for 10k, which was also interesting to me. These haven't been moving for a while, so it's really nice to oh yeah, I remember seeing that 25k wolf. I think we can see it, we can probably see it in the space buds bot. Yomi actually did have the days though. If you go for longer, like last month, let's see this. Yeah, I was saying waiting for Yomi to show up on that list someday. So there's a bunch of, actually a berry was the highest during the past month. Berry must have for 85k. But then there's a Yummy as 5th highest during the last month. And this is Stales. And then there's the Underworld one, if I'm not mistaken, for 50k. This is CNFT analytics.io. Let me write it in chat. Oh yeah, there's a Dead Pixels for 50k. There you go, 7th of October. Yeah. You can see this in Pull the PM. Vampire. I don't think any of the ones that I've seen at least were bundles. I mean, they're all on CNFT.io, which aren't bundles anyway. Because CNFT.io doesn't support bundles yet. But then this is just something interesting. I figured that see. Seems you already have a nice audience. We're at 20 watching right now. I'm gonna have a look at something more recent. So we had, whoops. Yeah, you are right, but then that's probably only applies to token sales. For any CNFT that IO sale, there is no chance it's a bundle because they don't even support bundles yet. See here. But yes, you can see the history, which is great. Anyway, let's head to these nice guys. Oops. Please. So these guys, congrats to DJ Crypto Club. They sold out in 4 minutes. I'm happy for them. They put in the effort. The quality is up there. They also had a relatively small mint number. So it was like 2,500 NFTs. They didn't go huge mint numbers. But then the result is that it sold relatively early. Thanks for the support, Rahil. I have been minting project series these days, yes, but not as aggressive as before. Part of it is, I'll admit, is liquidity. I've accumulated a big number of NFTs, but I'm also not letting them go so fast. I don't think many of them have the value I expect for them, so I'm kind of waiting a bit more. So that's been restraining my ability to mint as much as I used to. Dominic is asking how old I am. I'm 34 years old. I just turned 34 4 days ago. Am I looking forward to the Halloween Clays drop? Yes, I am. I've loved Clays since very early. I didn't get in on Charles, but I got in on I think during Humphrey, which is like the 4th drop. But I was able to also get some of the past ones before that. Joe says he's had escrow deals show up as a single asset sale on the site. You might be referring to the CNFT Discord if it's an escrow deal. Unless they also report those deals on analytics, but I don't recall that. Yeah. If you're referring to escrows, then that would be probably the Discord. Anyway. So DJ Crypto Club sold out very fast. We did have the typical slowdown, which apparently some fellow Cardano lovers seem to dismiss as a problem. Oops. I insist it is a problem, not something that will kill Cardano in any way, but it's something we'll have to overcome. Hydra probably. Words within. Okay, that lost me there. Sorry. Anyway, so the blockchain really slowed down. Could barely send something. I couldn't see how many ADA I have in Nami, which. I mean, I guess it's an extension, so maybe people would say that's not really a problem with the blockchain. I had a challenge receiving ADA from someone. During that same period, it took about 50 minutes. Nothing got lost. There's no problem that's crippling the usability, but it takes a lot of time. So we did have a challenge minting these. I did, however. Let me find this. There's one trait in the Crypto Degen Crypto Club, which is based on the Fahadouken 3D mask. Let me show you guys real quick if somebody doesn't know these, just in case. So this is my Fahadouken 3D. I own number 45. And the artwork for this is by 3D Mint Lab. And then there's this mask. So this mask actually came as an alternative to the other depiction, which was the NFT update. That was my first, let's say, persona or depiction of my persona. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Yeah, it's this card. So this was the first depiction of Fahadouken. Sorry, this was the first, let's say, large scale. There was a stick figure one. I'm gonna be mean and not count that one. But then this was the first, let's say, depiction. And then I was working with 3D MATLAB, and he was kind enough to offer making, let's say, a new piece. And the alternative was to use the mask, which this came out from. And then we had the nice guys here actually make a trait which is based on the mask. I'm not even logged in this. Anyway, so they've already also announced that they were nice enough to gift me one of the NFTs which have the mask as a trait. So let me just show that here. I haven't seen the rest, so I guess we can now see them on tools. So it's this guy. I love what they did there. It's a really cool reference, and they did it very well. I mean, you can see the glow and how they pulled that off. You don't get this with a copy paste project. I mean, I'm sorry if I offend someone who loves a project like that, but you don't get this quality, and you don't also get this, let's say, customization, or somebody being able to actually match like real stuff that people are looking at. Hi, Brad. Nice to have you here. So, thank you, DJ and Crypto Club. Congrats on the very fat sellout, and good luck with the rest. You guys have been solid. I mean, I don't remember if you ever even like reached out to me before I mentioned you guys, but I like the artwork. I like what you guys are doing. So that's one. There's another one which is actually live and minting now, and that's gonna be, actually, let me just go back to this first. So we have Brad with us with his real name on YouTube anyway, and this is their tool, CNFT the tools. These look cool. So we have the 2 1-of-1s. This is already listed for 30k. Let me zoom in a bit. I haven't checked these out. I'm looking at these with you now. So then there's the samurai, which appears to be gold, but I guess it's rarer than the rest because it has the 1-of-1 samurai suit. But then there's a rank 3 golden Fahadouken mask. I love this. So then there's a bunch of goldens, and then it's probably the mask here. I'm just curious what's the rarest on each of these. Okay, so there's a special, which is these two on the mouth, and then there's a hockey mask, which there's only 7, and then these are the Fahadouken masks. So I got this one. So there's a crown, here's a mohawk kind of thing. Okay, well, not bad. Yeah, I was gonna get to Ocean Paths actually. That was the next one I was going to, and then that will be. Let's look at this. Yeah, I'm not really fully prepared for a stream. I figure I just want to keep this like nice and simple. I apologize for the experience. It is what it is. So this is Ocean Paths. They've already started minting. It's 48 per NFT. The guys behind this are really cool guys. You can see the art here. I'm not sure if they're on CNFT tools yet. And they have a bunch of goldens. So there's, I think every species has one gold, if I'm not mistaken. So this is live. They started, I think, they dropped like an hour ago. The mid size is 5K. Okay, CNFT tools. Apparently they are on tools. Yeah, Jenny, the Quinn plushie is coming someday. I'm looking forward to that. It's only with the amount of equine stuff we need to put off, kind of having to keep the plushie, even though it's top important. Gonna have to keep it for sometime else. So, what was I looking at? I was gonna go to Ocean Pals, CNFT tools, if it's already on there. By the way, one more thing I want to do here, and I will get to this after these, since we have a bit of time, is I'm gonna also look at my type forms or the projects which submitted to me via type form, and I'm gonna go over them here with you guys, if you don't mind. If anyone's interested in hanging out, I'm just gonna keep it super candid, and look at the projects and just chat about what I see on them. I think that's a nice way to like promote projects, but also give feedback. It's kind of helpful for everyone. Thoughts on ether mobs? I've seen them. I have heard some friends whose opinions I trust on them. I haven't given them the proper look they deserve. I've also been gifted one, actually. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the attention span to actually like go through them properly and give them the attention they deserve. So I was gonna go to Ocean Path. I'm just curious if they are on here. They are. And do they? Oh, they only. Okay, so they're only pulling up what's live. So obviously the rarity ranking is not really final because it's always gonna be updating based on what's been pulled. I assume that no goldens have been pulled. But then like the green hammerhead, the orca, the walrus, polar bear, only one has been pulled out of each. And this one has a special background. It's the underwater. It's the only one so far. Yeah, man, I've been hanging out on CNFT tools since we joined here. Brad is one of the creators and the face of the project, if I can say so. So thank you for joining here. That's one thing I wanted to have a look at and just bring up since it's live. If you like the art, if you like the series, give it a go. I minted, I think 4 of them so far only, which would be here. Oops. So I got these 4. They're kind of cool. I mean, I thought I'd give it a shot in case I got a special background or one of the cooler ones. Though these are also nice. Normally I'd prefer to mint more, but kind of saving up a lot. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to get out of the way. What else did we have? I guess we can look at some of the submissions we had. So we can look at barn riots. That's one of them. So they have a video. Let me turn on my audio here. I don't know if it's public or I'm sorry, it is public, but I don't know if they like posted this. It's kind of interesting. Oops. Yeah, they have a bunch of dubstep, but I think it's too loud. So, yeah, I mean, this looks original. The aesthetic is also interesting. Theme is kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's a different vibe. It's launching 4th of November. So this seemed to be interesting. No, I don't want to watch the OpenSea step-by-step guide. Finding gem NFTs. I'm not gonna find them on OpenSea. Anyway. And then they also have this one. Hi Scrap. Hi Avi. Hi Macaroni. So like they turn on a time machine kind of thing where they actually have a riot in the barn. That's the story. I guess you could go to their website. I don't know the guys behind the project. I got sent the link though. Okay, so it's the first series is the Unholy Cow with a K collection. 34 ADA each, 10,000. Okay, I mean, if their audience is big enough, these might sell out, but if it's a small audience, they might get stuck for a while. Sizing your drop is, I think, an important marketing decision. 10K is a standard number or figure, but then if the market is kind of slow, which seems to be right now, it kind of comes in waves where it goes up and down. I don't use dark mode on anything. Well, I mean, this is actually a secondary user I made just so that I don't stream my standard tabs and stuff. Well, I guess I could. This is basically like a vanilla setup. So yeah, back to that. So 10K is like a handy mint volume, but when the market is relatively slow, which it seems to be like in Cardano NFTs, they come in waves. You have a wave of excitement when everyone is buying everything, and then you have like a lull when everybody is kind of out of ADA. So now seems to be that kind of time. So people are going to be a bit pickier when they buy. I haven't checked their social media or stuff like that. So if they do have a market which is big enough to like swallow a 10K drop, then good for them. If they don't, then might be wise to actually either delay the drop or make sure that it gets out there and people like it. This is general advice to anyone who's planning a drop, to always keep in mind the size of the demand and try to either build up the demand by getting the project out there if you know the size of the drop and you fixed it, or otherwise if you're flexible, adjust. 5 ultra rare cow deviants, including 1 build your own cow. That's interesting. 5 unique deviants: unholy cow, cowboy, pirate, astronaut. Roadmap with benefits for holders. Very cliche, but it's okay. Jenny asks a question: what do you think about projects with teams posing as avatars with no names or faces? Doxing. It's I mean, I did do a face reveal for eCoin, but it's not. I don't think it's mandatory. I do think it boosts confidence levels, but then again, there are people who use like AI generated faces as well. So I'd consider it a factor, but not a requirement. I mean, we bought so many NFTs without even knowing who created them. So let's be fair in that stance. Is it better when people behind the project turn on? Yes, of course it is. Can everybody do that? No. That's reality. So if it's not there, then it's just one more, let's say, risk factor. Does it mean that it's a scam? No, it doesn't. Hi Blue, nice to have you here. Derp Incubator is live now. Pedro says if they need an animator, I got a guy. That's cool. Have I seen the voodoo dolls? Yes, I did. I did. So this is one. About us. The team. Hey, this is what you were talking about. Teams posing as avatars. There's Ban Riot, TJ, Rioter X, Cowgirl, and Cowpoke. Professionals with expertise. Roadmap, quarterly, build a community, airdrop seasonal deviants, engage community for Riot 2 ideas. Yeah, I mean, part of this should be like by default. I mean, it's nice that you say it, but when you say, hey, I'm gonna build a community of, but I mean, okay, so you're promising that you're gonna build a community. Maybe that's fine, and that's a commitment. Maybe you would be doing it anyway, but sure. Launch the collection, airdrop special seasonal, announce utility in Q1, launch Riot Gear. Okay. And then there's the rarity here, 350 plus traits, 96% of traits are used in less than 10%. That's a nice way of looking at it. Okay. That's one. Let's go to another one. Hey Jova, nice to have you here. Hi Rock. We had you guys. We missed your presence, but we were talking about Ocean Pass before that. Rock is one of the Ocean Pass guys. Prediction for Space Buds floor by end of the year. It's a good question. It's a tough question. I think it depends on when we get our next wave. Hi Justin. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining. Space Buds floor. So let me actually pull up the analytics just one more time. I know the answer, but I want to show it on a chart. Whoops, this is not the one. It's .io, and it's without www. So let's do this based on data. I just want to show the trend. So this is Space Buds. ADA volume. Do we have a floor? We have a floor. So it kind of went up to 5k, down to, oh, this is weekly, so yeah, it's the same. Yeah, so it went to 3k first, down, another wave up to like 4k, down all the way. It was actually kind of here. This is probably just one sale, but then was down to like around here, up to 5k, small drop here, people panicked, and then it's kind of stabilizing. I think we're a few legs up. See, when we were here, I was monitoring this. So when we were here, we had about only 250 buds listed under 10k, which is nothing. It's nothing, like 250 persons or less if people are buying more than one, and you hit a 10k floor. So I do think 10k is realistic, but only on the condition that we get another leg up. Now, I do also have, the birdies told me, I'm going to take one out of Charles' book, that there are some events which might boost, let's say, interest in Space Buds. I'm not going to say more, I can't disclose more. But I do think that 10k is reasonable. Okay. It was a good question though. Let me go back to the type forms. Actually, make color barn riots just so I know I've already covered them. Or I can do this later. So let's look at NFT Ghost Chain. Okay, so it's these guys. I've been getting a lot of people mentioning them. I don't know much. I'm coming again with a, let's say, a blank page here. I don't know much about them. Almost nothing. Finger monsters, bro. What about them? So Ghost Chain, I could do with some background music, but I don't want some copyright strikes, so I'd rather just keep it like this for now. Or maybe I can play some royalty free, but I'm not sure if I'll be safe from arbitrary strikes. Anyway, so NFT Ghost Chain, the original 10k unique floating collectible ghosties that went with the pixel art kind of drop, and it's dropping tomorrow around 1 hour earlier than right now. 2 hours or 1 hour. 8 p.m. UTC. They have a Discord. I never joined it. I don't know what's up there. Our pixel ghosts have entered the 3D realm to bring you this important message. Mystery minting main sale. And then there's fan art sold for 1k ADA. I think I recall there being an issue with projects officially, let's say, announcing a secondary sale performance, etc. Don't quote me on this, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's kind of either a gray area or shouldn't even be done. Just a small comment here, I'm not really calling you out, guys. So they have some cooler, like, special designs. This is the legendary is what they call it. And then they have some animal ghosts. I mean, it has a ghost silhouette. It doesn't look very ghost-like, but it's okay. I mean, at least it's original. Yeah, again, 10k with 1.4k followers. Bitfins, let me get to Bitfins after this, if you don't mind. So this is their webpage. Probably better presentation here so we can see them. Did they mention animated or was I imagining things? Oops, sorry for this call. No, but it's okay, they don't have to be. So it's just a display here. Policy IDs here, there's a roadmap, pre-sale, full mystery launch, community marketplace with 100% net profit share to Ghost Chain holders. I don't know how easy it is to make a community NFT marketplace unless they already have one. I don't think it's a 1 month job. Does owning a Fahadouken 10k attribute give us access to equine NFT presale? Well, everyone has access to the equine NFT presale. Do you get exclusive access? No, unfortunately. I am a partner of the project, but I can't push my own series as exclusive access. I mean, technically I could look into that, but I think that if we open the door of early access to anyone, a lot of people will also be disappointed, just to be fair. So there's an ambitious roadmap. Digital interactive pixel NFT viewing gallery. This shouldn't be too hard to pull off. Ghost Chain value layering airdrops, the full NFT experience. I wonder what this means. Ghost Chain venture arm businesses targeting the Cardano ecosystem. Again, I wonder what this means, but good luck to them. Early 2022, the Ghost Chain metaverse begins. Well, team. So then they have a team of some co-founders, back-end engineer, network, marketer, legal, finance. Okay. Oh, they have a white paper. Fad, no rewards for early supporters. We promised an airdrop, and I think we're meeting that. Hi, Bitman, by the way. Extra bonus values. Oh, you mean the equine, like early members. This is I think interesting subject. So we thought about the the options. Personally, I don't like whitelists. I think there was something that like came up as a solution to a problem with a blockchain that has lots of gas, which apparently Ethos has been solving that with the London hard fork, if I'm not mistaken, at least to an extent. But anyway, so I think whitelists are most important for, or were basically devised to solve the problem of gas wars, which is something we don't have. Anyway, so the result, though, the problem with whitelists, in my opinion, is that often it incentivizes people to do stuff for sake of getting on the whitelist, and then sometimes it's marketing, like change your display picture to get on the whitelist, promote our project to get on the whitelist, be nice on Discord to get on the whitelist, join us early to get on the whitelist. And I mean, it's not really hard to do, technically speaking, but then if you think about the consequences, is you start incentivizing people to do stuff for sake of getting on the whitelist, but then you're kind of, it ends up being like a kind of a backwards marketing tool, where like people feel like they need to earn it, and then they feel that they have already, let's say, they become entitled to that. But then it also gives preference to some people over others. And you could say, hey, well, these people have been helping you market, they've been helping you promote the project, so they deserve to get a chance to at least buy one. But it still doesn't seem to me, at least, or feel to me, the fairest way to approach a sale, which is a sale. I think a more public, open approach is often the best. We're thinking of, for example, what's the safest way to avoid network congestion and stuff like that. And here I'm talking specifically about equine. It depends on the context, but I guess we are seeing a huge amount of interest. We have 8k followers plus on Twitter without any retweet giveaways, without any invitation contests. I believe it's all organic. We haven't really done anything to like bring fake followers or anything like that. So, and we're still like less than about 1.5 months away from the sale. So for this reason, hi Fettuccini. For this reason, we expect that there will be 10k persons plus trying to mint one on sale. So we think probably it would make sense to do a lottery kind of system, like every person sends in a TX, one max per wallet, and then within a window of an hour, 10k get picked, or whatever number is actually allocated to the drop. There might be a few reserved for the team, small amount, but then that amount gets picked, and then anyone else gets refunded. That sounds like the fairest approach. It avoids the network congestion. It's, I think, completely fair because everyone has a chance. There's no like fastest fingers in the West. It doesn't get the wallets clogged up, etc. But it's not set in stone, so we can choose other stuff. The supply for Equine is gonna be 10,000 bundles, give or take. Yeah, whitelist was never promised on the project, so they were early because they were early. But people have come nowadays. A lot of people, especially in that period when we actually started the Discord, are coming with the expectation that there will be a whitelist. I'm telling you this, and we've had loads of people come in with the first sentence being, "Is there a whitelist? Am I on the whitelist?" So let's be just very clear. A lot of people came in early because of that, and then they said, "Hey, we came early and we're your early supporters, so we should at least get to mint one." Um, but I don't really know if that's really the best approach. Anyway, so we got a nice amount of screen time for Ghost Chain. Good luck, guys, with the project. 10K might be a big mint volume, but I've also said this before with Marco from NFT Update from BuffyBot. We came to this, let's say, outcome that an instant sale is not necessary for success. You don't have to sell out in a day. I mean, you're not paying rental costs. Your minter will be using a script and will be occupying some of their systems for your sale, but that doesn't mean that there's like a huge upkeep cost. So if you don't sell in a day, that's fine. But I also think it's realistic to set your series size to what you think will sell in a reasonable amount of time, just because of the, let's say, mental exhaustion of having an open sale which is not selling, feeling like you need to market it. It can get tiring. So why not just size it? I mean, you can do it in multiple series. When you're printing, you're gonna save some money by actually like printing a huge volume in one go. But if you're minting an NFT, there's not really that much significant saving in actually increasing the volume. There's no volume saving basically on minting many. It's always gonna like scale up and down based on the amount or volume. A bundle is gonna be 3 NFTs. An ecoin bundle is gonna be 3 NFTs. A horse NFT, which is what can race and breed. A jockey NFT, which will be used in racing, which you equip as a loadout. And a skin NFT. And these could be either a horse skin or a jockey skin. So each bundle is going to be one of each. Yeah. There was a question about some have complained that unsigs are held by a handful of whale wallets. Thoughts? There's no see, blockchain is very transparent, so there's no hiding who owns, or at least which wallets or how many wallets each own from a series. Unsigs does have a huge, let's say, disparity or difference from a standard collection size, but I do know a few of the huge collectors of unsigs. And I know that they are holding because they believe in them. It's a double-edged sword. So the problem with having many in a few wallets could be that you're worried about a single wallet dumping, for example, a big volume and dropping the price of a collection. The other side of the double-edged sword, the pro side, is that if you have a lot of diamond hands as big volume holders, they're gonna limit the supply in the market on secondary. And I think this is something that has happened to unsigs. There's so few out of more than 30k NFTs. There's so few on the market. They've been holding a 1k floor, give or take, for a while. They did reach around 3k, but they have been holding 1k for a decent while. I think a huge part of that is thanks to a majority of them being in the hands of some diamond-handed holders. That's my opinion on unsigs. D-Town, or you should be in the 100. Well, yeah, you know where to find the Fahadouken 3D. I know they're not as accessible as they used to be. These were actually minted for 122 ADA back then. But take care, Nathan. Thanks for joining. See you around. So Ocean Paths, we're back on. These are my Ocean Paths. Unfortunately, I only minted 4, but I get back to it later on. Let me go back to my type form and see who I'm gonna look at. I'm kind of going from the bottom of the list, so I apologize. These started to get in on 11th of October. Today's the 27th already over here. I have just gotten around to going through them, so I apologize. Some might already have started sales, some might have sold out. But I plan to go through these a bit faster later on so that I can give you guys justice. So this is Carda Ninjas. Mint is live. Collection of 1010 exclusive photographs of Johnny the Ninja. Updated on 19th October. There are only 5 one-of-one uniques. Okay. This looks like a more vector style kind of art. So there's a rarity chart. Looks like there's a decent bunch of traits. Pokemon Ball, careful of copyright. Naruto headband. Okay, we're in a tough situation here. I don't support using any copyrighted material because that reduces the sustainability of any project. If you ever get a cease and desist, you're kind of in trouble. Anyway, we're in crypto. We can do anything we want. Yes, but that doesn't mean it's right. Anyway, so staff is a bunch of avatars. Oh, there's Twitter links so we can see who they are to an extent. So there's 2 devs, social media and design. Is the designer. Oh, these are the one-of-ones they mentioned. So the mint is live. 36 ADA. Wait, what? Okay. Thanks for the subscribe, Diraki. Let me go back to this. So we have. Oops. Okay, this might be interesting. Okay, so there's one here. Let me have a look at this. Did I just not copy this? Universe 25. It's coming soon. It's a placeholder. Yeah, that will. Oh, it's this one. So the concept is interesting. Reminds me of the Lucid collection, which talks about addiction to social media. Hi Joy, I'll have a look at 4 Pillars of Destiny. I haven't seen it actually. Sorry for the lisp. So these are it says when, and then it has FOMO engraved on here. Yeah, I like this. But then depending on the size of the drop, I don't know how. I mean, okay, it can work as a profile pic. There's an angel and there's a devil, and there's a difference in the tattoos. There's some difference in the phone, I guess. And then there's the X-ray, which keeps showing up. You can see the differences here. Yeah, so they have a like a sideways profile picture thing, which is themed. Oh, they have a One Piece one as well. Yeah. It's not bad. Is there a detail about the sale? Have they announced the sale time? I guess they haven't announced it yet. So going back to type form. This one's cool. So this is CNFT. It's launching in 51 days. That's fine. Doesn't have to be today. They're working on what they're making, so it's basically based on PC parts, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see some components. I'm not sure if you can combine them, for example. That would kind of be interesting. I didn't see much visual difference between these. I guess the cover is different. Oh, you have different fans and stuff. There's a nice level of detail in these. Oh yeah. Though I will say that the unless there's color variations, for example, in other parts, these do seem a little bit on the. I mean, I guess it's probably also means to be a bit realistic. There's the team behind it, graphic designer, there's the art director, marketing director, and the tech director. Seems like a solid team. Phase 1, variable third-party NFT giveaway, token launch 17th December. We might be dropping Ecoin close to this date, so we also need to keep an eye on this, just to make sure we don't clash. Phase 1.5, component and giveaway, interactive custom PC build token. This, yeah, I was thinking this kind of makes sense, because like you have the 3D parts, and then you can kind of have a blueprint on where things fit, so you can kind of do that, and you can collect like the best parts, and you can have the fanciest PC. Though I think on a visual, from a visual aspect, I think there's an OG fan. If this, I hope this doesn't represent the final selection. I hope there's some nice visual, let's say, differentiation, some RGB cases, stuff like that. Just my impression. Camel Club. I've been hearing from these guys for a while. Bilb is one of the guys who've been around for a while. I don't know if I know Senior Camel. There's an interesting variety. You can see that the art production is consistent. I mean, I hope I'm never proven wrong on my judgment or expectation on this one. Yeah, take care, TG. Thanks for hanging around. See you around, Joe. Sorry. Hi, Christopher. So, have they minted yet? 27th, isn't that today? Okay, so it's already been posted. Hi, Diraki. I haven't looked at them. I think I know which one you're talking about. I've seen them mentioned a bunch of times. I'll look at them after this. So Camel Club is coming 24 hours to go. Okay, I am confused. It's the 27th as of half an hour ago. So it's tomorrow. So check this out if you're interested in the art. They have a 5% of sales donated to the Afghanistan refugee crisis appeal. Nice of you guys. Okay. And the mint size is 8,888. Hi SoFresh and hi Phenotype. I'm gonna go to the... First I said I'm gonna go to the 4 pillars of destiny Joy was talking about. Okay. Explore the alley. Welcome to FPD alley. Explore the first fortune telling NFT project. Let me bring this mic a bit closer to see this better. Okay, I like some aspects of the art. I haven't seen the NFT art yet very clearly. So welcome to FPD alley. Fortune Granny came close to you. Ah, I was waiting for you. Do you believe in destiny? So you can either ask about fortune or go find your guardian. I like the line art. I like the how they're drawn. I don't know about the variety, but it's not bad. I mean, I can see the effort put into these. The eyes do look a bit too similar between the different species, but there's a clear variation in the bodies, and there's a consistency in the art style. Hi Metascar, hi Carda City. I decided to use YouTube because it's more accessible. I mean, gamers usually do have Twitch accounts, and I guess it's more common nowadays. But I wanted to do it on YouTube this time. I already have a Twitch account which I used to use for gaming, but I kind of don't want to build something there. By the way, Joy, do you represent this project, or are you just a fan? I'm just curious. So you could ask about fortune. So let's say I was born yesterday. Oh, there's a birth time. So it tells me who my fortune guardians are, and there's a black-eyed mouse, a red-eyed sheep, a yellow-eyed dog, and a black-eyed cow. This is if I was born yesterday. And they have names. Oh, they're Korean. I just noticed it's written in Korean in the background, and the names are Korean. Hi Johnny. Where do I see CNFTs in a year's time? Well, I think are objectively early, both as Cardano NFTs and as NFTs in general. As a technology, I am pretty definite it's going to be around. As to how relevant the series we are buying now will be in a year's time, I think it will depend on which series and how relevant they can stay, whether it's for history's sake, or whether it's for quality's sake, or whether it's for continued utility's sake, or for just pure collectability. But I'm very bullish. I'm holding on to my NFTs. I haven't sold almost any NFT from my collection, just because I still believe it's very early. So it showed me some guardians, though it doesn't really, like, it's not something where I can buy here. I think buying is probably random. So this is the team. There's some cool ones. There's a dragon, and there's a mouse. And there's an artist who wants to sleep. Check out the full version. Okay. So what's the minting look like? Wait a second. So you pick a background and then you buy? These are general questions. Nothing tells you exactly the difference. But I suppose... I don't know if it's relevant. Like the choice of the background. But it's interesting. Thanks for sharing, Joy. I haven't seen this until you brought this up. Thanks for tuning in, Michael. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think YouTube is just generally more accessible. Rahil's asking, do I mint on ETH? No, I don't. So what do we have next? We had one more mentioned here in chat. We had Croc Club. Okay, this is not the one I've seen. I was looking at the mutants. And they have the best gaming NFT community on Cardano. Is that a thing or is it a typo? Okay. So it's another animal collectible thing. It's interesting to see the variation, but then I guess like the clown hat here is cool. I wonder how the relative distribution is on these. So these have already minted. I didn't even know about these. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit out of the loop. No, I don't even know what bobclats are. Hi, Super Sando. No problem, Joy. Thanks for hanging around. So we look at these guys who are launching tomorrow. This is already launched. We already looked at Ocean Paths, which is minting right now. These are coming in 2 days' time. Do we keep going, or do we chat about something else? I have a very long backlog. I have a log of about maybe at least 30 more projects. Actually, it's more, like 70. Yeah, Wild Warriors looks cool. So these are collectible arts, Crazy Cows and NFTs now together. It's coming soon. This one has a vector art style to it again. Only 5,000. Price is 35 ADA. 3 handmade. They put a disclaimer to avoid scams, which is nice of them. Okay, I guess they are taking their time. Special NFT for the 100 early adopters for holders. I mean, it's interesting, but I am getting a bit tired of the animal profile picture collectible kind of theme. I don't mean it specifically about these, but like from the 5 we've seen so far, or 6, they've all been following the same kind of direction. I'll probably do a couple more and then stop, or maybe talk about something else if you guys are up for it. So this is mechgods.io. And they say these are hand-drawn art based on mythology/animals, depicting them in the mecha style. This sounds interesting. You need to first prove your worthiness and solve the riddle. Okay. Riddle me this. Link coming soon. Okay, so this is not yet like completely public. Let's look at their Twitter. Oh, they don't have any followers. They barely have followers. It's because they haven't posted much. Okay. I like the art. I suppose they need some time until they're fully developed, but this is clean. Very clean. So they shared this with me, but there's not much to look at. I mean, I share it back with you guys, so I hope that helps. We have a project from or by a fellow Fa100, which obviously makes me a bit biased because he's a closer buddy. No offense to any non-Fa100 members. So it's horror punks. They were nice enough to also airdrop a few of them. And it's a pixel style drop. It's all horror themed. Yes, David, it's live. You are catching me live, and you can also join me. If you're up for a voice, joining me on voice, you can just join me in the Discord. I think I'm on there. I am on there. Yes, I am there. There's a new channel called Stream Chat in the Fa100, and if you're up, you can just join me there. But then there's a bit of delay in viewing it, so I guess you'll have to depend on my audio cues. So these are horror punks. I believe they're still minting. It's 32 ADA per. That's the address. You can mint up to 10 at a time. Do I have Carda City NFTs? Yes, I do. I'll have a look at them after this. Where's Faha? There is a DJ that looks just like you. Are you talking about the mask, or are you talking about something even more specific? Because I know they made a mask. Hi, David.
Yo,
Hi, yo. How's it going? Nice to have you on here.
good.
It's our first time actually talking to each other, so nice that this stream captures this live.
Yeah. So are you streaming this live?
Yes, and you're live.
No, they can hear me?
Yes, they can. If you're not comfortable, I mean, I told you early, so you have a chance to retreat if you want to.
Oh, I see. There is a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay. Yeah.
I see.
There's a way to reduce the latency, but I haven't played around with it on YouTube. There's a low latency mode on Twitch as well, but I'm kind of like I prefer YouTube just because it's more accessible. The voice is gonna be like live. It's just you're not gonna know what I'm streaming right now, except for a while later.
I see. I see. Well, I'm not gonna disrupt your stream, Faha.
It's just a chill stream. I'm not really. I don't have a schedule. I don't have a program. I'm looking at my type form where people have been submitting their projects, and I'm kind of just having a candid look at them, like viewing them with people and answering questions and stuff,
Nice.
sharing thoughts. I mean, I don't really want to make it like a formal approach, just because I also can't commit to the time required for that. So I figured this might be a good format.
This is really cool. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying this. In an optimal world, I would be doing this daily, but life gets in the way. So I'm gonna do this every once in a while when I have some free time.
Yeah, this would be great. I'd love to be your co-host.
Anytime, you're more than welcome. Anytime. I'll keep joining here, and anybody can join. Okay. So Maya just sent me something on here. Okay, after this, Maya, I'll do this after. So Horror Punks is a project by a fellow 500. You can see the art style here. It's a pixel retro, 8-bit kind of style, or is it 16-bit kind of. I disclosed earlier we did receive an airdrop to 500 members of these. It's very nice of the creators.
Yeah, that was great.
So this is kind of the rarity distribution. You can see that most of the heads are normal, if this is right. It's like 98%. So I guess the rares are the different heads. I discovered that we did receive an airdrop to 500 members of these. It's very nice of. So I think that's a good look. I think at these. Oh, this is the team. Oh, is Kaiser on board as well? Miss Scarlet, Job. Also Job. Why are there two Jobs on here? Marshall is a dev. So these guys are all OGs. They've been around for a while. I mean, at least most of them are recognizable. So I wouldn't be worried about delivery. And they're already minting anyway, so there's no concern there. Okay, so that's fine. This one is supported by my buddy Maya. It's Gavioli Gallery. I'm gonna look at Gavioli Gallery where they have 3. I think the first ones they sold are these 3. Actually, there's one that's not sold yet. It's the Julius Caesar one. My understanding is that it's Maya's friend who is the artist of these. They are based on like actual works. The drawings in the ancient statues collection are interpretations made by the artist of existing works. So they're making it clear here. They're one of ones, 100 ADA. There's the wallet address here. Is the artist of these? They are based on like actual. I'm hearing myself twice. I think maybe David, it's you hearing me and then playing. Okay. Hi Jordan. Who do we have on here? I actually haven't opened the YouTube in a while. This is cool. So, do we still have David on here? David, are you here? Oh, you are here. So what's up, man? Hello, I can't hear you if you're saying anything. Okay, we'll get back to that. Somebody was asking me about my card cities. So I have one here. Doesn't show. So I have this one. This is my best card city, which I got in the first sale. And I think the rest of mine are on here. Yeah, so this was minted on 19th of June. Then what's the search phrase I can use here? Cardicity. Would this work? I'll just use the policy ID, I guess. Is it the same one though? Okay, we're good. So I only have these. But I think there's no capitals on here. There's Bicester, Berkeley. I can't really remember which notable ones I had other than London. London is for sale for 80k, I think. Anyway, I think that's enough of new projects. We can go back and have a look at more in next shows. I'll try to maybe prepare a little bit more so we can save time while looking at them. Then Goofy Gang. Did Goofy Gang sell out? I've seen the NFTs. They're really cool. I've seen some people post them around. I know Not EXE has one as his profile picture. I think Marek also got a few of them. Oh yeah, let's look at Bitfins. I actually wanted to look at these. So again, full disclosure, one of these was also airdropped to each Faha 100. I got one of these, just for full disclosure, and also one of the people working with them on the team is a Faha 100 member. I just make this clear because if there's a bias, whether intended or not, this is a piece of information that's worth saying. So Bitfins have a kind of a interesting concept. Well, it's an interactive CNFT aquarium is what they want to do. Asking questions about the design layouts of the aquarium. We've put together extremely rough render. Okay, but then they will be placeable on a 3D plane, so you should be able to like display them. Why is this in Arabic? Okay, much better. So this is what they look like on the, this is a mythic, but this is what they kind of look like on the NFT. So apparently there's 5,000 NFTs in the first drop, there's 6 species, 5 rarities. You can see them here. This is exotic. Okay, so there's a rarity within every species. Okay, I see that. Just to be clear here, my personal opinion, I think the rarity distribution is a bit repetitive. I'm not saying it's a bad project in any way, just giving feedback live. Unless there's more variety, which I haven't seen. But I mean, if I had a choice, I would at least make it exciting by making them like a gradual rarity dropping down between species. So maybe, for example, I make this one's exotic, or maybe make all the exotic like 2 out of 5k, and then I make the mythics different numbers. So there's like maybe 3 of this mythic, 7 of this mythic, and then like 15 of this mythic, and so on. And then I do the same across all the species. Just my personal feeling. Yes, they are planning on making this like a more, let's say, interactive aquarium where you put the fish together. It's kind of a cool concept. The art is cute. So estimated release to October 2021. I think it's on 28th. It's on 2 days time, more or less. And then you can see here decor phase, initial aquarium decorations, fair airdrops. And then there's a second half 2022 fully interactive aquarium that can be used with NFTs outside. Okay. Yeah, now we're talking. So it can be used with NFTs outside the project. So basically, you're gonna be able to decorate your aquarium, I can imagine, with some other NFTs you own. And I love this type of utility. Cross series compatibility is one of the values you get by using NFTs on a blockchain versus just owning them on a proprietary platform. This is something you can do, which you can't do with many other things. So you can have cross series compatibility. You can use somebody else's NFTs in your NFT series in some way by making them compatible. I think this is the core thing which people need to like consider. No, the pre-sale. What pre-sale is done? Was there a pre-sale before this? It does say it's gonna be on. I remember it was on the 28th. Unless I'm super confused, I might be. October 28th. Okay, so that's one. I'm thinking of maybe stopping the new project showcase. I mean, for the stream, I'm probably also gonna stop sometime soon. But I feel like going back to some of the older collections. There's a project I haven't seen in a while. They do have a new CNFT con interview, which I need to go back and look at. But I'm just sharing this. Probably anyone who's been around for a while knows these. But I'm just gonna share this for anyone who doesn't. So this talented gentleman is Arman Kendrick. This is Instagram. He's a toy artist. And he has a series. What are these? I haven't seen these. But he has the world of characters, which you can see here. He goes to actual designer toy shows. He has his own exhibitions. And he mints NFTs on Cardano. He's one of the earliest, actually. In the first days of Cardano NFT Discord, I remember one of the earliest projects we were seeing was the Cardano Jimbos, which are these octopuses. And then there was the Ronin drop, and they made a few more. But some of these are custom. They haven't been... whoops. I will not log in, I'm sorry. I think this is his show. He's originally from the Philippines. He had a show in NYC where he showed these pieces. So this is a Taco Jimbo universe. These are the Taco Jimbos. There's Jin, there's Kumatsuki, and there's Ayo Sensei. My Jimbo collection is modest because unfortunately I only got in leaked. I bought my Jimbos around the time of Ronin drop, and many of the holders of these series are very diamond handed. I had a tough time negotiating buys for many of these, and I still didn't get amazing deals on them. I think they were like 1k plus even back then, and now they're much higher. But some of these are really cool. The way he identifies the rarity on these, just a piece of trivia, is based on the amount of time it takes to render them. So ones that took him longer to render as a 3D, he put them as rarer. So this is a rare one. There's too many requests, I'm not allowed. This is also rare. Unsigs as tank backgrounds. That might, yeah, would be hard to see the fish, I think, if we have unsigs on. Yeah, but on the bright side, usually. This one's an ultra rare, probably took more time to render because of the reflective surfaces. And then these were a later collab, which had the Bogchi character with the Taco Jimbos, and these were the voxel drops. They started selling these first as like a combo physical and NFT, but then they didn't sell very fast, so I think they made the choice to actually split them, or sorry, to like only buy an NFT if you want to. I'm curious, Rahil. Send me a link if you have a chance. I'll have a look. And these are my Ronins. I will have to admit that I own about 20% of the collection. They dropped 500. I have about 100 of them. I kind of aped in. I end up getting a lot of legendaries, which I'm keeping for myself. And some ultra rares and commons, which I'm also keeping for myself. Sorry for holding all of these, but they're just too good to pass up. You can see some of the color schemes on the legendaries. Like this pearl pink. This yellow one. You can see the legendaries are usually unique with the color. So yeah, on this day it was kind of easy to get a lot of legendary, just because I mean nowadays it's probably hard to pull off, but when sales are slow, you kind of can keep an eye on how many like ultra rares have already been minted. So when you're towards the end of the sale and you see a lot haven't been minted yet, it's kind of like easy to find out that you have a good probability of dropping one. So you can just kind of time your buys when it's a higher probability. It's not really like no guarantee anywhere, it's just like maximize your chances kind of. So they're really cool. But beyond that, yeah, sorry for telling people your secrets, but yes, I mean it's not like we can do this nowadays, except for like projects which don't sell it too fast. How does Arman only have 1.8k followers? Come on, man. They're looking out for the release soon. These are CNFTs. It's cool. Oh, so these are gonna be airdrops. Nice. Yes, I have one. So 699. This looks to be something around the floor for these. But I wanted to show you guys this. It's a demo phase of the game they want to make.
Voice, but the textures and the API from flexibility.
So looking at the craftsmanship and the plans they have, which they've been working on, they seem reasonable only because I know. See, if you see any craftsman, somebody who like has a physical, or even an artist, actually, I have this respect for artists who always show discipline in making what they want to make. I think it's kind of like a craftsman or a kind of tendency. They sometimes take their time, but they make something really good. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. So they were testing out like the 3D model, how it looks like in the game. So this excited me about the Ronins again. I'm holding mine, so you have about 400 of the collection to get if you want one of them from secondary. Nice Gabriel number 13 is probably an ultra rare. So this is one of the older collections which are cool in my opinion. What else can we look at? Cryptomayor, you brought up Carda City and I bring up Cryptomayors. Cryptomayor was around before Carda City, doesn't mean that it's necessarily better for that purpose. But it was an exciting project to me. I bought up a lot of the Arabian Gulf cities just because they're relevant to me. But I also bought a lot of the big city names. So this was kind of a fun collection. There's no variety in the visuals, it's just the name of the place. But they're all one of ones. And I think their target was every single city which is in a certain database will need to have will have one exist basically. Anyway. Cardano bets seem to be kind of doing okay on secondary nowadays. They're around like 280 ADA floor if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 300. What I didn't like about Cardano bits is that they have a lot of commons. What I do like is that the rare ones are really rare. I kind of don't know my audience on the YouTube channel, so I'm not sure how useful it would be to actually even describe Cardano bits to you. You might all already know them. Anyway, it's getting pretty late here. If anyone has a topic you'd like to chat about, or I'm gonna retire for the day. Well, we have about 18 viewers still watching, which is kind of cool. Thank you guys for sticking around in my stream. Just meant to kind of chill and chat about NFTs. It was nice to look at some projects. I hope to clear my type form submissions and eventually make it a more regular thing where anyone who sends a type form we get a chance to also review and talk about. Might be good value. Rahil has a good question about my next project after Equine. I will worry about this when Equine is in a steady and comfortable state. It's a big responsibility, and for me it's very, very, very important that I get it to work and to succeed. It's not something I'm willing to drop the ball on, so I am forced to deprioritize almost everything else. Congrats, Pedro. Did you buy it? Thank you for tuning in, Joy. Thank you, Sklav. Thanks, Blue. Actually, let me see if I got one. Probably got refunded. Yep. It looks like yep, I got a refund on the Degens. Congratulations, Pedro, on getting the 101 space buds. Don't you love space buds? Yeah, no problem, D-Max. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you have any thoughts, any suggestions, anything you'd like to see on here, I mean, anything that's like needs a lot of prep time is probably gonna be off the table, at least nowadays. But then any subjects for discussion, feel free to suggest anytime. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support, everyone. I'll see you around. David, if you'd like to stick around after the stream, I'll hang around and chat. I have a royalty question on 500. Does it matter to own specific rarities? I don't get your question. 500 is... Oh, does it matter to own... Oh, okay. I think I understand your question now. So do you mean is there a difference between the ultra rares, Fahadouken 3D, and the rare and the common? Is there any difference? No, the only difference is the collectability. They provide equal benefits. All 100 of them provide equal benefits. The only one is number 000, which was a giveaway. That one provides access to the Faha 100 Club, but doesn't provide access to airdrops. It's a different policy ID. And it's kind of meant to be that way. Okay, guys, it's been fun hanging around here. I'll try to get on every once in a while. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good night.